open. In 5, 4, 3.
Hi.
We'll do that again.
No, let's do it. No, we're good. We're sorry.
Okay, sorry. Welcome back to a new season of Mocha in the Morning. I am your host, Keisha Boyd.
And unofficially, her cafe con leche.
Y'all, we got giggles. I'm sorry. Our producer is in the background cutting up. Okay.
Yes.
But anyway, it's a new season of Mocha in the Morning. We're so glad to be here to add a little flavor to your morning blend this morning. Oh my goodness.
And it's pumpkin spice too.
It's pumpkin spice at the Portico. It's fall, everybody. I hope you're in season. Listen, what's going on?
Let's fall into it.
But
first,
coffee.
Mocha in the Morning is brought to you in part by the Portico Cafe, where conversation, connection, and community create change.
Back with this week's steamers, and Jorge, what do you have cooking up for us?
Well, I kind of feel like we need like a bigger guest, because for whatever reason these scripts keep getting bigger and full of stuff, which is why you always see me fumbling with all these papers. But I got some steamers for you.
Yes.
And here we go. According to the Wrap, we see you. Zoe Kravitz has been cast as Catwoman.
Oh, yes, Zoe. I
love her. She's doing it up.
She is such a great mix of her mom and dad.
That is really cool.
Like a whole, she's got that eclectic. I think she's a good fit. But,
she's got the best of both worlds.
Yes, she does. But your girl.
Who's girl?
Listen.
Okay.
Big Booty Judy. Nicki Minaj.
Yes, Nicki Minaj. And of course, this is Double XL Mag. They're reporting that, she's totally down for playing Catwoman.
Okay, now.
Well, it's interesting because, she recently announced that she was going to retire from music. So...
And then how long did it take her to come back from retirement? Okay, thanks.
So that's that.
What has she acted in? Okay, thanks. Okay. Moving on.
All right, so, here's a... According to BET.com,
yes.
Guess who is releasing a new single?
Who?
Lauryn Hill.
Is it when? I'm just saying. Come on, I love some Lauryn Hill. Like, she is one of the most talented women
Keisha,
on our
you
market.
better watch out.
Huh. But I'm just saying, I've gone to her concert twice.
Yeah.
And had to wait 2 hours for her to come out.
Yeah, she does kind of take a minute to get on the stage. If she
makes it.
To get
right? She literally like she rolled out of bed and came to the stage.
But it'll be interesting to hear what it's gonna sound like, And it's only a single, so does that mean there's an album coming? I don't know. You know how artists are, so maybe it's gonna be like a tester, but we'll keep you posted.
I'm all for it. I want her to get back to music because her voice is, it's timeless, so I think it would be great.
Well, and here's another steamer. This is really interesting.
Oh my gosh, what?
According to TheRoot.com, the Black Preachers Boycott African American Religious Network. Okay, so here's the tea. It's owned by a white man. Yeah, and now it's the African American Religious Network.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, this man, the black preachers are mad because the white owner of this network said that basically the preachers are his hoes.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he done put the pimp down on him.
Right. Yes, displaying his pimp card.
And they mad.
Yeah.
What you mad for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on now.
You can, I don't for me, I'm still stuck with who owns
the African American preachers.
Yeah, can we start with that?
Yes, the African American Religious Network. But I mean, but let's be real now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the first. BET was owned, and for a long time it was black owned, and it was sold.
Right.
And they were. I mean, so this is nothing new.
Right.
Right. Because a lot of times they get their capital from those who can provide the capital, and then they just.
Nothing new.
It's business.
And especially being a pimp and a hoe, it's
you know
nothing
what?
new either. Yeah. But thank goodness there's some good news, because there is the launch to the Black News Channel.
The Black
Thank
News
you, the Atlanta Voice.
The Black News Channel is coming in November.
Which is owned by black people.
Yes, it is black owned. Thank goodness. It is black owned media, Black News Channel, 24/7 news network. Which will be coming to us in November 15th. Yeah. I'm super excited about that.
I know.
I can't wait to watch that. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited.
So that's what's keeping us all hot and steamy this week.
Yes, we'll be right back with Piping Hot on Book in the Morning.
That's the oldest job in the book.
Listen, pimping at home. Been doing it since the Bible days. And we are back with Mocha in the Morning, where we're adding a little flavor to your morning blend. Once again, I am your host, Keisha Boyd, and this is my wonderful co-host, officially Jorge Macalve Cornelius.
We're all like, come down.
All right, now let's jump into this week's piping hot topics. You know, you were just saying on our last show, that you want to do a show where we don't have to talk about someone of color getting shot down.
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen today.
Today it's not.
because here we are
talking about it again. Fort Worth, Texas. Tatiana Jefferson, I believe her last name is, was sitting in her home with her nephew, 28-year-old young woman, and was killed by an officer.
Right.
Now, this young lady was in her own home, not bothering anybody. Her neighbor did do a welfare call for a welfare check.
Yeah.
But this officer did not announce himself as an officer when he was walking around her home. He shot her through the window. Mm-hmm. She did have a firearm because she has a right to bear arms, and she was trying to protect herself because someone's walking around her home.
Yeah.
Unannounced.
Yeah.
And they let this man resign from his job, which means that he could possibly get benefits, or some type of compensation from his job, right? They let him go on a $200,000 bail or bond. He's not cooperating with the investigation, and this young boy had to witness his aunt being murdered in front. Like, it's just a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, you can go to HuffingtonPost.com, CNN, everybody is like reporting on it. And this is the thing. I mean, it's truly just so sad because, I can understand, like, the police chief, he was really messed up about it, you know, and for those people who are truly trying, to start somewhere and making a difference or trying to be change agents with this, this is like a hostile environment,
it is.
For people of color, and now you have a woman shot in her house with children there, with a police officer who was like outside. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
Like, you can't call them.
Yeah.
You're afraid to call the police to help you.
Yeah. Or a neighbor calls the police to help you, and then
this man is distraught because he feels like it's his fault. That he shouldn't have called to see if the young lady was okay. But he was being a good neighbor, in my opinion, because he knew the routine of this young lady to say, oh, no, this is not usually what happens. This is not right that her, this doesn't usually happen at her home. So I just want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah. Texas is an open carry state.
It is.
So, like, everybody has guns.
It's just,
but the thing is,
ridiculous.
Clearly, they're still, an issue with whatever kind of training
Yeah.
anybody in law enforcement is getting.
Training
Period.
and evaluation of
all
those
that.
who they hire.
All that.
I mean,
from their physical fitness to their mental health.
Mental health.
And like, come on, like how many times do you have to, go back just to make sure you are in top form mentally and physically to perform your job, which is enforcing the law to protect and serve.
Right.
Not to
Take a life.
Yeah.
Just because you're a coward.
Yeah, just being in your own home. And boom. Yeah, so yeah, that's that.
That's that. So we are sending our condolences and our prayers and thoughts to her family and friends who are going through this. All right, so Tyler Perry.
Well, did you see People Magazine?
I did see the People Magazine.
Because we did talk about Tyler Perry last week.
We did in his studio opening.
And that was awesome.
So I was, just going about my business in the store and saw the People Magazine. And it
There's
says
some conflicts.
I thought it was conflicts, but
not movie related.
So it said that Tyler Perry has been with this model who is his girlfriend or partner for 10
Keisha,
years.
get to the realty. The realty is that Tyler Perry's son
has a 4-year-old son.
got in trouble for disrespecting his nanny.
Yes, he did. But the problem is, I didn't know Tyler Perry had a son.
Yes, that's the news.
I was like, what son? What? Maybe I'm slow and behind, but I like to think that I'm in the news.
Yeah.
But
we're in the news business.
We are, but maybe we just didn't pay attention. I don't know. Or maybe he just was very secretive and private and didn't really reveal that. And I can understand that.
The People Magazine and the Griot, and I'm like,
what?
Keisha,
listen.
Did Tyler Perry has a child?
Listen, we were both like, say what? Say huh?
Yeah.
But congratulations.
Congratulations.
On all your blessings.
And
we're available for hire.
Yeah, and he's not having it though with the now. You gotta teach his kids respect.
That's right.
Well, and if the Medea is any kind of like indicator
you already know
of how much of a disciplinarian
the Medea ain't having it.
Could be. Could you imagine?
I could
live with that. Ooh, Lord.
We live with it all the time, honey.
That's true.
All right, now some of our faves.
I know, right?
Whitney Houston and the Notorious B.I.G. were nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That is amazing to me.
Hey, Winnie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. What do you think about that?
I think it's fantastic. And I also know that they're planning this Whitney Houston hologram tour. And this is what's so amazing about technology. I cannot wait. I've seen Whitney Houston live, but I haven't seen Notorious B.I.G. live. But with the technology, it would be so awesome if they got inducted and they were able to create some sort of magical hologram, whatever. I think it's fantastic.
Well, I hope they get inducted. I think they should.
I don't see why they would not. I mean, talk about the impacts. The impact. First of all, Whitney Houston is known as the Voice. And Notorious B.I.G. is B.I.G.
He's B.I.G. Everybody don't want. I think that it would be a slap in the face for them not to induct them. So.
Well, we all see how long it took for them to induct Janet, but we're not going to go there. We're
And
very happy for Whitney, Yippee, and Biggie. Congratulations.
Now, let's talk about another iconic young man, Mr. LeBron James.
Yeah.
He is talking and speaking out about this Hong Kong situation. And I'm like, okay, LeBron. LeBron is not one to shy away from how he feels. He's very vocal.
He is.
So tell us about LeBron and his thoughts.
The situation is this. Of course, all of you are aware of what's happening in Hong Kong. There are a lot of protests because the citizens and the people of Hong Kong are feeling way too much pressure from the Chinese government. They're like, listen, we made a deal, hands off, but they're nonstop protests in the streets. They're in the streets, okay? And basically, they're fighting for their freedom. Yeah. Well, I found out last week that the NBA is huge in China. Fans all over the place, which means the money, the coins are all coming in.
And money talks, baby.
Right, and we all know what happened last week with one of the NBA coaches coming
Yeah.
out and saying, listen, he was very pro Hong Kong, and then the script flipped during the week, and then it flipped back.
Yeah.
So, of course, they go to His Royal Highness King James.
King James.
You know, which we are, you know, for us, he's like an ally, and he's so outspoken, and, you know, I also consider him to be like a freedom fighter. But I don't think what he said came out correctly, because now he doesn't even want to talk about it anymore, kind of thing. And that's where I'm so confused. So I don't know if, I don't want to believe that he didn't know what he said.
Okay.
You know? But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, maybe he didn't realize what he said. Because whatever he does say can have such a huge influence and impact in the community of color and period, all of the world.
Yeah.
You know, so if LeBron thinks that being a freedom fighter in America is not the same as being a freedom fighter in Hong Kong, well then I really think he needs to kind of like analyze or what that means. If you're gonna like be in that game, you know, you can't just, you know, select. You can't pick and choose
based on the coins.
Based on the jersey. You know, I was just surprised. I thought he would be like, you know what, we don't like. You know, I think he was going to stand his ground from how we're used to hearing him.
Be controversial.
Not even that, like, because he's no.
Not controversial. When I say controversial, meaning he goes against the grain.
Like, he's very like, no, that's wrong. And, you know, I'm just
going to stand up for that.
And he's standing on the wrong side of the court. He is, I don't know, he's out of bounds.
You better work those basketball.
How about that?
Yes. Speaking of
the 3-pointer.
Yes. Now, who's snatching all the points?
Yes.
Simone Biles.
Whoa.
She is Black Girl Magic.
She's a Mocha Marvel.
She is a Mocha Marvel, and she is, I mean, oh my goodness. She's going to be the face of the Olympics.
Well, this is what's great. That every time she breaks her record, it's her own record.
It's her own record, right? She's like, I'm going to beat myself today.
Like, you know, how am I feeling?
How am I feeling?
Like, when she looks at the list, it's like, oh,
that's me.
It's her again.
Yeah. Me. I gotta beat me.
And what's really cool is in gymnastics, like, if you could perform, like, a technique or, like, a move or whatever, if you could do it, like, with more than twice in a competition, it's, like, named after you.
Yeah.
So, you know, by the time she decides to retire or whatever, it's going to be, like,
chapter
1, it's all Simone Biles moves, and then everything else.
So congratulations Simone Biles, honey.
Marvel.
Keep on snatching the trophies. Keep on being who you are and being just great. And making yourself your own competition, honey, because that's the best and only competition you have.
And another little Mocha Marvel.
Yes.
Miss Coco.
She's so
We're
awesome.
still cuckoo for Coco.
Yes, we are. I was watching her. I was like, I love this young lady.
She snatched her first title.
Did she?
As a woman.
Yes, honey. You better work Miss Coco and smash those balls. Tennis balls.
Her presence too, like on the court, and you know, because I watched, you know, the interviews that she gives, and like, wow, this young lady. I just, you know, they always say like, you know, don't put so much pressure on her, or you know, don't, you know, have all these hopes and expectations.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, look, like that's magic right there.
It is.
It is.
And she's fine under pressure.
She's good.
Yeah, she's fine. A little pressure won't hurt. Don't do nothing but make diamonds. Precious.
There you go.
Precious
Black diamonds.
Yes, black diamonds, honey. We are rare. Yes, we are. So congratulations to both of our Mocha Marvels. Yes. We'll be right back with this week's Mocha Moment and more.
Welcome back. I'm officially Jorge.
And I'm Keisha Boyd.
And this is your Mocha Minute.
Brought to you by blackintthebay.com, your online connection to everything that's black in the Bay.
Now let's check out to see what tracks are sizzling on the charts.
And in this week's Black Movies and TV, did you check out David Makes Man? And you have to take a look on BET Plus for the First Wives Club.
And now, here are some national and local events you should check out. I'm officially Jorge.
And I'm Keisha Boyd.
And that was your Mocha Minute. Stay tuned for more on Mocha in the Morning.
This week's Mocha Moment is a special tribute to Representative Elijah Cummings, an ambassador of the community, a voice for the voiceless, and loved by all. We honor your legacy, and please, we pray that you rest in power. Thank you so much to our sponsors, the Portico Cafe and BlackInTheBay.com, our contributors, and most importantly, you, our viewers, for tuning in with us each and every week for Mocha in the Morning. And please follow us at Mocha Morning Show on our Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages. And of course,
for more coffee talk, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click like and that little bell so it tells you every time we have a new video or new content posted.
Absolutely. Thank you once again for watching. We'll see you next week for Mocha in the Morning.
Coffee break is over.
Yes.